party people. Dr. Christina here. I am a pharmacist, health coach, hypnotherapist, and founder at Enlightened Wellness Solutions. And today I want to talk to you about your three biggest food challenges and how to overcome them. So there's so much information out there on the internet. Eat this, not that, exercise for 3 hours, go keto, go paleo, try the Whole30 diet. What the hell? What do we do? Here, I'm going to clear up a lot of that confusion and go through three different principles that can help you to find solutions for these challenges that you might be having. So, three ways you might not be realizing you're sabotaging your nutrition efforts. Eating too much, and that's a pretty obvious one, but what people don't realize is at the end of the day, it comes down to calories in versus calories out. So if you're eating more calories than you're burning, weight gain. If you're doing the opposite, weight loss. So it's really a simple math equation. But of course, things like food quality do make an impact as well. If you're eating 1,400 calories of Twinkies versus, broccoli and other high quality foods, then obviously your composition is going to look different. So we'll go through all of that today. So again, eating too much. So do you know how much is too much? Are you looking at portion sizes? Do you have someone to help you understand, what a serving looks like? And that's going to be different for protein, carb, and fat. A serving of nuts is going to be different than a serving of broccoli. So just being aware of your portions, knowing what is too much, what might be too little. Maybe you're not eating enough. A lot of people don't realize the ways in which they hold themselves back. So you could be eating 1,000 calories, but not realize that you're not eating enough carbohydrate, which actually can help your metabolism. A lot of people go low carb or no carb, ketogenic diet, all of these different things. Number one, is that sustainable? Is that something that you can keep up for the rest of your life and go to birthday parties and go out to eat or drink with your friends and not fall off the wagon? You have to think about how your lifestyle is going to, progress throughout the years. And, being sure that you have some kind of guidance, whatever that is, not just looking to your friends and saying, oh, they lost 50 pounds doing that, so I should do that too. Everybody is so unique and has a different, genetic composition, body type, food preferences, schedule. And that's really why a customized approach is the best approach, because your friend might have a different metabolism than you do. So again, getting support, getting help through a coach or whatever means, a lot of people do Weight Watchers and all of these other programs. I would just recommend to do one that you find is best for your body and is sustainable. So, okay, there's my little rant, back to the equation here. So eating more than you burn obviously is leading to weight gain. So what are some solutions that you can do? Like I said, there's a lot of different resources online. I use a lot of the plate method. So if you're going out to eat or if you're at a barbecue, you can just think of this picture. It's pretty much, and I'll draw it here, it's pretty much a 9-inch plate. You divide it in half, and half of the plate is going to be vegetable. So anything like a salad or cucumbers, carrots, something that's non-starchy. Starchy would be like a sweet potato or rice, things like that. You want half the plate to be a vegetable. And then a quarter of the plate is going to be protein. So turkey, tuna, chicken, eggs, things like that. So that's a quarter of the plate. And then this can be like a complex carb. So this could be your rice or quinoa, grains, things like that. It could be a whole wheat roll, whatever you choose. So keeping this in mind could also help with portion control. Again, it's a 9-inch plate. It's not a huge plate. It's not second servings. So make sure that you're filling up on the vegetables if you can. And so that'll help a lot with just realizing, okay, where am I maybe eating too much? Second, change your environment. So if you are constantly just eating on the couch and not being mindful, that's my second point. If you're just watching TV and eating dinner and not really engaging with your family which again, it's your prerogative, but being more mindful can help to decrease the amount that you eat. And studies have actually shown that distracted eaters can consume up to 50% more calories than their non-distracted counterparts. So be present, sit at a table, change up your environment. A lot of clients I know have found this to be beneficial. Just shifting where you eat can be huge and make a huge impact on the quantity that you eat. And also, I remember reading something about restaurants actually dim the lights in order for you to consume more and to want to order dessert and things like that. So also, I mean, there's a lot that goes into how much we eat. And one of those things is definitely the environment. So dim lighting is, horrible for that, because we just, probably subconsciously we just think, well, no one's really seeing what I'm eating anyway. So yeah, I'll have a piece of cheesecake. Why not? Another thing you can do, start measuring and weighing your food. Sounds simple. All you have to do, there's simple food scales that you can go on Amazon and just, purchase one. I think it's probably for $20, and just make sure it's something that can, convert in from ounces to, be able to measure your food. And you can measure, your meat on there. I often measure my oatmeal and make sure that, you can do a half a cup. Of course, you can use measuring cups too, but having a scale is even better because you can actually be more precise. And again, foods like nuts or peanut butter, you definitely want to measure, because consuming more fat is the most calorie dense of all of the macronutrients. So you want to make sure that you are being precise with that. And if you go to my other video that I talk about the 5 foods that are sabotaging your nutrition efforts, that's one of the things that I bring up is, granola, things like that, things that are very high calorie, in a very small portion, high caloric density. Then it's easy to go overboard on those things. So definitely check out that video if you haven't yet. Number 2, eating too quickly. And again, I said this before, eating distracted, eating in the car. I've seen people eat bowls of cereal in the car. I don't know how they don't spill the milk, but just eating too quickly, eating on the go, eating and looking at your phone and, or trying to do work. I know it's hard. We're in that age where it's just, we're always getting bombarded with emails and texts and, videos and, periscopes and all these different social media platforms. But being mindful, turning your phone on silent, going outside, sitting, and really just being mindful and enjoying your meal is really key to, number 1, make sure that you are not overeating. And number 2, it helps you to actually eat less. So that's actually one of my solutions for you, is to put your fork down in between each bite. Now, this is a challenge, but I heard this a while ago, probably 10 years ago, and I try to adapt this myself. I know the rule of thumb is chew 20 times per bite. I mean, how many of us really do that? But this can be something that can actually make you be more aware of how much you're eating. So putting down your fork between each bite and really being mindful of chewing your food, because if you're not fully chewing your food, you're not helping your body digest and metabolize all of that. And again, put all electronics away, be fully present with your meal. Distraction can cause you to consume more than you think. Number 3, so eating low quality food. And like I said, you can eat 1,400 calories worth of Twinkies, or you can have, a well-balanced diet. And that's going to look different for everybody. But continuously eating these low quality, zero nutrient foods is not going to contribute to you feeling energetic, to you feeling healthy. So making sure that you are, minimizing processed foods and sugar as much as possible, and incorporating more whole foods, things like fruits, vegetables, anything that is minimally processed or has less than 5 ingredients is going to be key. And if you think about it, your body requires more energy to metabolize all those extra things. So if you eat whole foods, your body's going to have more energy to use for fuel to burn more calories. So you're actually being more efficient when you're eating whole foods. So so fruits, nuts, grains, seeds, choose grass-fed beef. It's higher in conjugated linoleic acid, which is pretty much just like an anti-inflammatory omega. and it has, grass-fed beef. It has, a lower amount of hormones. So hormone-free chicken if you can. I always go to Whole Foods for my meat if I can, and Trader Joe's is my other place that I'll go. You want to choose meats that have a higher nutrient value to them. So solution for that, be aware of where your food is coming from. Read nutrition labels, even if it looks healthy. I always say this in my videos, even if it looks healthy and it says, gluten-free and this and that, well, maybe there's added sugar in there that, they're not advertising on the front of that package. So always make sure you're turning labels over, you're looking at the ingredient list. Again, the first ingredient listed is the highest concentration, and then it goes down in descending order from that. So make sure you're looking at nutrition labels. I can't stress that enough. Utilize the 80-20 rule. 80% of your food can be from a whole food source. That's usually what I do. And then 20% can be like fun foods. Like, yes, I have vodka. Yes, I have chocolate chip cookie once in a while. And that's okay. I think that in our society, we tend to fear food a lot. And it's a lot about, you can't have this, you can't have that. And in reality, it's okay to have in moderation. And that's when I think you can be more flexible and have a better relationship with food and, just enjoy it. Food is meant to be enjoyed as well as to nourish your body. So if you like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I love reading comments, so please let me know what you thought of the video in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video.